Run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean, you already wrote for us. They ain't made me what I am. They just found me like this. I was ready. I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show.
Hail to the Commanders. Hail victory.
Do it for you and do it for myself.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And it's a pretty good return here as we get this out. The 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun. Weber. That's caught. Jack Bush with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Cardinals have 3 and 9 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 11. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Weber. Over the middle, complete. It's Jennings. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
That's quickly out to Harrison. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Weber. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan.
And he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Juwan Jennings, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Looking to put a drive together. On first down, they'll start out with Price. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Let's go now.
They'll go again here with Price. And he stopped immediately there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as his career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
To the air goes Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
That's good.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Daniels. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. Ready. Panther 11. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Here's Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. To throw is Daniels. That was going to... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping him. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Now he'll try to run with this. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. Here's Lane. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down and 8.
70 Rangers, 70. Come on. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll look to throw here on first down. A throw left side, hauled in by Lane. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They go play action. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Simmons, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pushing his way through. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Weaver. That is caught downfield by Harrison. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Commanders 7.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Open man down the field, it's a tight end center. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Who able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 9.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Weber. A quick throw, but incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
Back to throw. Weber. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's to Lenny. He's got it outright. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That ball caught by Harrison. Touchdown, Cardinals! Marvin Harrison Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Well, he was good as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Cougar 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Price. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And they're going to have another first down as he tackles made here at the Cardinals 19. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Come on, come on.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8.
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Weber. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to kick it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun to about the 48-yard line.
I think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A quick hitter complete. It's McBride. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Weber.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Weber. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
At the 31-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Oh, nice move. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll get this to Jennings over the middle.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw.
Weaver.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw.
Weber. This is taken in by McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. Ryland on for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game. 28 all. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Daniels.
He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a 45-yard punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 142 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On first down, they'll stay with Price on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Second and 10.
Ready?
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down with Price. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Get it. Let's go.
Going right back to Price. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that point.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 1.
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now he's going to step up and run. Able to get this one to McBride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And give him a gain of 37.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Looking to throw. Weaver. That's to the left side, pulled in by Besh.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw.
Weber. That's to Besh over the middle. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give to Pacheco off the option.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's 1st down.
Let's go.
Back to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ready.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's the game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
This is 1st and 10.
Check, contact. Come on. Hey. Cowboy 8, hey.
They'll start on the ground with Price. Stays on his feet. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's Daniels. He's got McLaurin. And he is out of bounds with the 1st down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door. Field goal range now.
That's another Washington 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders 1st down.
Tag. 70 rings. 60.
Now Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation. You've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense very happy with what you're doing.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
A give up the middle to Price.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
To throw is Daniels.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen